ASMRGaming News. Everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So we got a lot of video game news this week, but one of the biggest things that happened was the announcement for the Steam Deck. And this is completely out of nowhere. It's surprising, honestly. No one expected this, but Steam, yes, Steam. You may know of them. If you have a PC, chances are you've purchased something like a game off Steam. Well, Steam is basically making their own handheld system, kind of like the Nintendo Switch. It's completely portable, and it has amazing specs. Let's just say that it's a lot more powerful than the new Nintendo Switch, which will be coming out. So this is basically going to be like a PC, but a handheld. There's going to be 3 different versions. They're saying that the battery life is going to vary between 2 to 8 hours, depending on how demanding the game is and, the brightness of the screen and stuff like that. Apparently it has like 6 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. Pretty good. It has like an AMD Zen 2 at like 2.4 or to 3.5 gigahertz, so I'm sure there's going to be like some overclocking or something possibly that you can do with this. Honestly, I'm not completely sure because they've been very vague, but we do know it has a 7-inch 1280 by 800 screen, so 16 by 10, and it's a 60 hertz LCD touch screen. Now, there have been some rumors that the higher end versions may have a better screen, like an anti-glare screen and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. But this is actually something that I think is kind of awesome. So, just like the Switch, where you can dock it and play it on your TV or monitor, that's exactly what they're going to be doing with the Steam Deck. Basically, you can take it outside, play your favorite PC games from Steam on it, and then, let's say you want to, go back home and play your games on the big screen. Well, you're going to be able to do that. All you have to do is just connect it to the dock. You can play your PC games on your monitor or your TV. And apparently it's going to support like 4K resolution and 120 hertz refresh rate, depending if you have, a monitor to support that, which is kind of awesome. Like, it's basically like a portable computer handheld, and there's 3 versions, like I mentioned. So this is the pricing. So the new Nintendo Switch is going to be $349, and this new Steam Deck, the cheapest version, is $399 for about 64 gigabytes of storage space. Then there is a $529 version, which has 256 gigabytes and some special things like a Steam Community Profile bundle, some extra features. And then the most expensive 3rd version is $649, and it has a 512 NVMe SSD. So this thing is going to be super fast. It has the fastest install times, loading times. It has a special premium anti-glare etched glass out with this more expensive version. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted. I'm a little bit tempted. I'm thinking of, all those awesome Steam games on a handheld. Like, you can play GTA 5 on this. You can play Rainbow Six. Basically, any of your favorite Steam games, they're on this. That's pretty cool. And additionally, there have been reports coming out that it's basically going to be upgradable in a way that, like, there's going to be like a memory card slot. So if you need more space for your games, you can kind of like upgrade the storage space on it by putting your SD cards in there. So that's kind of awesome. The analog sticks look nice. There's going to be like a special Steam touchpad on the device itself, that you have your L and R triggers on the sides. And then there's like a bunch of extra buttons, which I absolutely have no idea what they're going to do. But it looks super comfy, and honestly, I think it's about time for another handheld to come out. It feels like Nintendo's been the only one since Sony stopped making the PlayStation Vita. So it's nice for Nintendo to have some competition again, because to be honest, there was like no one making handhelds. And for fans of this channel, there is actually another cool feature that no one's really talking about for the Steam Deck. So the Steam Deck, people are saying that you're going to be able to take off the OS that's installed, like Steam on it, and you can basically install like Windows 10 if you wanted, or some other OS like Linux. And by doing this, you're going to, of course, have access to a browser where you could potentially download like the Epic Games Store, maybe Blizzard. Maybe you'll be able to play Fortnite on this thing. Can you imagine playing like 120 hertz Fortnite from your Steam Deck at your friend's house when he has like a monitor or something? You just like hook it up, just play Fortnite. Maybe you're out somewhere, you play some Fortnite. And the specs on this thing are good. Like, they're, for the price, pretty good. So you're going to be able to run games at a very stable frame rate, definitely over like 60 FPS. I'm thinking on many titles like Skyrim and stuff, you can definitely get like 2x, 3 times that easily on this. So this is awesome, and I can't wait to see what people do with it. There is one catch though. If you want to buy this, the only way you can get it is if you have purchased something on Steam before like June. So basically, if you buy stuff on Steam, you're gonna be good. I bought stuff on Steam, so I'm fine. But if you haven't bought anything on the Steam store in like a year, you might have to wait a long time. Because the way Steam is doing it is people that have purchased games in the month of June or before are kind of like able to pre-order or like reserve the ability to pre-order this in 2022, which is when this is going to be releasing. So the way they're doing this is there's going to be like a version that comes out at the end of this year, like around November, December, but it's only going to be like very limited. It's going to be very tough for people to get. That's where they're shipping it to the tech review websites and YouTubers and influencers and stuff like that. And then early next year is when they're going to start sending them out to people that pre-ordered them. So it is a little bit away, kind of a far away release from now. We're in July, but still, it's not too far off. So if you are excited, if you want something new to play other than your Switch, like another handheld, honestly, I think this is actually pretty cool. Like, playing PC games on the go is something that I'm kind of excited about, because there's some times where you want to play a game and you don't want to be at your PC. So having something that you can just play in bed, play on the couch quickly is really nice. So I can't wait to see how this does. So we got some new Battlefield 2042 news. So according to the developers, they are looking to achieve a cross-play for the game. So if you're excited for the next Battlefield game, chances are that by the time it releases or shortly after it releases, the game will have fully supported crossplay. Now, what does this mean? Well, if you're familiar with Fortnite or Warzone, you're able to play with friends that own other systems. If your friend's on PlayStation, you're on Xbox, and you have another friend on PC, you can all play together. And I think that's exactly what they're trying to do with Battlefield, and honestly, that is awesome, because it's always good to have friends on other systems that you can play with, and it's definitely going to help with the longevity of the game, because if more people are playing it on different systems, the longer the game stays popular, and the longer people keep playing it, so it's just a win-win for everyone. I'm really happy they're doing this. Fall Guys announced its next season, Season 5, and it's going to be completely jungle-themed. And I have to say, Fall Guys, honestly, is kind of underrated nowadays. I feel like after the initial popularity, a lot of people stopped playing, and then that's when Fall Guys started getting good. Like, Season 3 and Season 4 Fall Guys, probably the most enjoyable seasons of the game, and sadly, not a lot of people are playing it as they used to. So, definitely maybe check out the new season when it drops. They add so much new content and levels and things that it's just a very fun experience, even to just play like a couple hours. Honestly, I'll probably be making a video when Season 5 comes out, because I feel like playing Fall Guys, and I kind of miss the game. Resident Evil Reverse, a game that was kind of criticized a lot, is being delayed till next year. So I guess maybe they're working on developing this game a little bit more, and maybe making something that the fans will actually want to play, because it had a lot of mixed opinions so far. So I think it makes sense why they would want to delay this, especially since Resident Evil Village came out and was such a huge success this year. I'm sure Capcom was like, wait. Let's not put out any other Resident Evil game this year. Let's try to make sure the next one is good, so then all the Resident Evil Village fans buy it as well. That's just what I'm thinking. Another delay for Rainbow Six Extraction. This is like a spin-off for the Rainbow Six series. It's being delayed till January 2022, so that's kind of disappointing. I'm not sure why they delayed the game, but it's not too long of a delay. It's basically the first month of next year, but I know some people are really excited about this, so if you're sad about the delay of Rainbow Six Extraction, let me know in the comments. Riders Republic also delayed. We have a lot of game delays. I guess everybody announces these in the summertime, so Riders Republic is this cool extreme sports game that I saw a trailer like a few months ago, and I honestly thought it would be really cool to play, and they delayed it. The game is not coming out when it was supposed to, and instead it will be releasing at the end of October, on October 28th. So yeah, mark that on your calendars. Let me know if any of you are excited for Riders Republic. And we got some interesting Xbox, PlayStation 5 news this week. I know there's a big war going on in the internet, between Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. Fanboys on both sides are being super toxic, and honestly, I love both systems. I think Xbox and PlayStation both do great things. They both have their strong points, and honestly, I don't really get into the console wars anymore. I used to, maybe back in the PS3 days with the 360 and stuff, but I don't know. So it's kind of nice to see when a company like Xbox or PlayStation says nice things about the other one. So the boss from Xbox, yes, the Xbox boss, this past week said that he is a big fan of Sony's PlayStation 5 controller, and basically praised it, saying that it was very comfortable and relaxing, to hold, comfortable, satisfying. He used a lot of great words while describing it, so that's kind of nice hearing that from Xbox. He is a fan of the PlayStation 5 controller, and honestly, I agree. I like the PS5 controller. It's probably one of the most comfortable and like satisfying to hold PlayStation controllers ever. Like the PS1, the PS4, all those controllers are nice. But the PS5 controller, there's something about it. It's like very ergonomic. Like it just fits in your hand, and it doesn't hurt after you use it for like a long time, which is something that would definitely bug me back on like the PlayStation 4, PS3. After a couple hours, your hand's kind of like, this hurts. So I think they did a great job with the PS5. So it's nice to see Xbox saying the same thing. What other things do we got here? There's a rumor that Netflix is going to be offering video games within the next year. So this is crazy. So everybody knows that Netflix is a movie and TV show subscription type rental service. Basically, you pay a fixed fee every month, and you get access to their library of movies and TV shows and documentaries and things like that. So it seems like they're going to be expanding and adding video games to that, and I have no idea how that's going to work. I think it's going to be like if you own Netflix, like a subscription, and you download Netflix on your PS5 or your Xbox, maybe you'll be able to download rental games on those systems from the Netflix. If I make myself clear, like, I don't know, let's say they have the rights to Resident Evil Village. So if you have like a Netflix subscription, you get Resident Evil Village to download on any system from your Netflix account, as long as it's on a system like the PS5 or Xbox. So I have no idea how it's gonna work, but it kind of reminds me of, Microsoft and PlayStation with their own subscription services like PlayStation Plus. So I honestly don't know how well this is going to go, because I'm sure many video game companies don't want to compete with yet another video game company on their own system. So this is going to be interesting to see how exactly this works out. And next, GTA Online releasing a Los Santos tuners update to the game, which basically is coming out on the 20th of July, and it's going to be completely about car culture and racing. And if you're a fan of racing and cars and maybe the new Fast and Furious movie or Need for Speed, stuff like that, it seems like this update for GTA Online is going to be catering to those type of fans. So it looks awesome. If I have to be honest, this actually makes me want to play GTA Online right now. There's a trailer that they released, and it looks exciting. Like, to me, GTA Online, I know a lot of people like the guns and the shooting and stuff like that, but for me, like, cruising around in the cars, racing, doing stunts is probably like the best thing for me, like what I really enjoy doing in those games. So I think I might have to check this update. So that's really cool. And I think that's like all the big and important news this week. We have like one final piece of news, which is about Tencent apparently acquiring Crytek, the company that makes the Crisis games. So Tencent's this really big company. They own a lot of other video game companies. They buy them. So it seems like Crytek might be their latest purchase. Now, none of this is officially confirmed, but this is according to reports. So we might hear something in the next few weeks about this. So, yeah, that is all the video game news this week. Thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And, yeah, I will see you all next time. So long, and farewell.